How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
That's good, man. I'm good. We're glad to have you back, man. It's been a while since you've been on the show, and last time you were in studio with us, and we always appreciate you coming through and making time, man. So thanks so much for that.
Oh, definitely. Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. So let's get right into it. So all right, um, even though the season didn't really exactly go the way you wanted to go,
Mm.
what are the positives that you can take away from this past season?
I've learned to one, you got to enjoy things while you have them, right? Being a senior,
Mm-hmm.
there's no other feeling. Playing your last football game. Your last high school football game. It's hard to, put into words. You have so many emotions, and it really taught me to kind of just sit there and make sure I enjoy the moment. Despite the outcome. Um, I gotta say the next big thing is prioritizing your time, making sure you're taking advantage of the time you have to get better and to get stronger. You think, yeah, it's your last year. Some people think you could take it off. No, it's still another year to get better. It's still another year to get stronger and, to pick up as much as you can.
What's going to be the what's going to be the thing you remember most about your time at Shaker?
Man, um, I'm gonna have to say just the brotherhood that you have with the team. It does feel like a family. It definitely does feel like a family. And I think that goes for football in general, but I know personally for me it's helped me get through, all different kinds of stuff. It's helped me just, grow as a person as well. You learn so much from the other people around you and you have that support network with you.
Shaker Heights Red Raider Trey Guice is our guest on the show. So let me ask you, Trey, do you feel like your 4 year journey through high school can be I guess motivation for other players trying to reach that next level?
I definitely do because, starting walking into high school as a freshman around 6 foot, maybe 220, 230, seeing the growth that I've had can inspire others to want to achieve the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing, the college success that I've had, the recruitment process success that I've had is also, inspiring to others too that want to say, hey, I want to go play college football. And that can change somebody's mindset from saying, I don't know if I'm going to go to college to understanding that if I get good enough at the sport, I can go to college. So I think that that's a big piece that inspires a lot of other people.
Now we always ask this question pretty much with every guest that comes on the show, but what's the status on the books, man? How you looking on the GPA, on the grades? How's everything going on that end?
Going good so far. Now I'm so in the beginning when I probably my freshman, sophomore, and a little bit of my junior year, I was thinking more about law for college. And because I'm taking different classes now that more rotate around economics, I'm taking some economics classes. I'm
Uh-huh.
getting grades. You know, um, still keeping those A's and B's.
Now, well, number one, that's actually fantastic.
Thank
That you guys keep that. So what's your strongest subject at the moment?
Oh, probably my economics class, to be honest. It's the hardest class, but it's the one I'm best at. That I mean, I enjoy it.
So how instrumental has I guess your support system been for you, especially through the rough times? You've had some ups and downs, I'm sure, in the past 4 years. How instrumental has your support system been for you during those times?
Oh man, it's been the backbone of my success, honestly. When you don't have anywhere to turn, you all different kinds of problems happen, but when you have somewhere to turn, it helps you work through the problems that you already have. So that family at Shaker, the family at home, it's been a huge help.
Coach Nicholson, can you talk about him and what he's meant to you during your time there at Shaker?
Oh man, he's been like a second dad. He's been great. He's been there for me. As a player, you get a little strong, hard headed. You bump into with your coach a couple times over here and there, but he's a big guy. So but yeah, he's a great person. He's a great coach. He's just a all around great guy.
Trey Guice from Shaker Heights Red Raiders is our guest. Now you have well. Let me let me go back for a second. Take a step back. Talk about the recruiting process because you've been knee deep in it. I believe you have what 22 offers now, 21, 22 offers.
So
What talk about that process? Talk about two parts. the grind that it can be, and what advice can you give other players that are going through it right now?
Okay. Um, the biggest piece of advice I could give is make sure you're respectful. Yes sir, no sir. Shake as many hands as you can. Look them in the
Mm-hmm.
eye. And that's the best way to introduce yourself. It makes a connection with the person, and it's a lot harder to forget you.
Mm-hmm.
The second piece kind of ties in with that. When you go to a camp or you're working out, you have to separate yourself from everybody else. You have to be different, or nobody's going to look at you. You're just going to be another number on a shirt. You
Right.
know. So if you don't make that difference from the person next to you, nothing's going to happen. You're just going to be going to a camp wasting your time, right? So I think be as respectful as you can to
Mm-hmm.
everybody around you. Players, don't be cussing a whole bunch of this and that, because believe it or not, those things coaches look at. They look
Yeah.
at every little thing. You would have no idea, right? So you really have to tighten up.
Um, because I know and I understand that in this process, not everybody has your best intentions at heart. Is that something that you've learned to kind of recognize and like, hey, this guy is talking, but he's kind of talking the side of his neck. Like, is that something you've kind of recognized going through it as much as you have? Do you start to kind of get a sense for that?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, as great as coaches are, they will if they want you bad enough, you'll know if it's them. They'll
Mm-hmm.
let you know, right? You'll get all different kinds of stuff in the mail. They'll talk to you themselves, right? You have to make sure that it's not something that they send to everybody. It's not a copy and paste kind of thing, right?
Right.
And again, when you introduce yourself and you shake that hand, you look them in the eyes, that creates that relationship to make it feel more personal, and that's how you can avoid a lot of that extra stuff like that.
Nice, nice. Now, here's the big question. Have you narrowed down your choices in regards to what college to attend? Because again, you got a lot of offers out there. I think your latest one is from, I want to say Denison, I believe was your
Yeah.
latest one.
Yep.
So you got a lot of choices, man. Have you narrowed it down at all to like a certain number of schools?
Yeah, so I have 10 on my front runners. Yeah, I have 10 front runners. For me, number one is going to be Valparaiso. It's Division One football. Real cool school. It looks great over there. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Got Davenport. Davenport, are they 8-0 right now? They're 8-0 right now. Coach over there, another coach of the OC over there. He's a great guy.
Okay.
Um, then I have Gannon. I went on a visit to Gannon recently. Gannon is, oh my gosh, I love it. It's beautiful. I have some friends who are over there. I have some friends who play against them. A little rivalry, little shaker rivalry going on.
Okay. All
Um,
right.
yeah, those are the big three right now. Big front runners for me.
So we asked you this before. We asked you this before. Is
I
Eli
saw,
want to know.
hey, Trey, I saw you with that Bowling Green jersey on, man. I saw it.
You got
All
happy.
right.
You got
I got
happy.
happy. I got happy. All right. So I saw you with the BG jersey on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, be a Falcon.
Are
You
they
know you
are
want to.
Man.
Trey? Trey.
Oh,
Are they in the top 10? I mean, can you say? Or do you want to say? If you don't want to say it, you don't have to. I'm just saying. Are they in the top 10 at the moment?
man, they could be. Shoot, man, they gotta show a
Listen,
little love first, but they
listen.
could be.
Oh, we gonna
There
show
it,
you some
there,
love,
there it
baby.
is,
We gonna
Oh
show you some
See,
love.
see, there it is.
and
yeah.
there it
There it
is,
is.
and
They don't
there it
like showing
is,
no love.
and
We
there it
gonna
is.
show you. We gonna show you some love. All
You
right.
got it. You got to show some
Come
love.
on.
You
Hey,
got to show
hey.
love to get love. Come on now.
About 2 hours away.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
just
actually,
saying.
Valpo, I kind of like Valpo. Valpo ain't that far either. Valpo is just over in
Hey,
Indiana.
hey,
Valpo's
hey,
not that
hey,
far
hey,
either.
hey,
I
hey,
like
hey.
Valpo.
Okay, we want to
Mhm.
keep this brother inside the state.
I
So
mean,
you know what? Let him be a
it
Falcon.
would be nice, but they gotta
Yeah.
reach out to him. But no, Valpo's interesting. That's an interesting choice because I know Valpo's not that far away, so you wouldn't be far away from family.
No, no.
Because I know only reason I know that is because in my previous employment driving truck, I went through Valpo a lot, so I know
Mhm.
Valpo's not that far away. Um, so if Valpo's okay, let me just ask you what about Valpo puts them at the top of the list at the moment? What about them puts them at the top?
I mean, the coaching chemistry there is great.
Mhm.
You can tell that everybody's, they're working on what they have. They're building a program, they're building success, right? And I know for me, going into a team that already has success is great, but going into a team that's building success, where you get to be a part of that process and
Mhm.
lay down the foundation for a successful, program like that. That's a big piece. That's something I want to be a part of.
That would be dope to take a little road trip to Valpo. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
We can take a road trip to Bowling Green.
Bowling
It's
Green.
about an hour and 40.
That's
not
not a
on
road
that's
trip.
that's
That's
not on
2 hours
That's not a
away.
road
Let's
bro.
go, baby.
Bro, that's not on Trey. That's on Bowling Green. That's not on Trey. I mean,
Mhm.
you know what
I'm
I'm
gonna have to
saying?
talk to some
You,
folks
I hope
down
you
there.
better get on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on it, baby.
So now let me
Mhm.
let me ask you this. Well, let me. Do you have a major picked out already for?
Finance, honestly, finance. I've been getting really into economics.
Let me just say this: meeting and talking to your dad, I'm not surprised that finance is there's a major, but that's good though because you know whether you go to whatever school you go to and you
Mhm.
get to that next level, you're gonna need to have the smarts up there
Oh,
to
definitely,
make sure you manage
definitely.
that money.
Hopefully,
Definitely, a lot of
hopefully,
I think a
that's.
lot more young people should take finance classes because you're gonna need that whether it's at the league or whatever you after college, you're gonna need that smarts to manage that money. So I like that.
Definitely.
Um, so let me ask you this, Trey, are you going to be taking some time off now that your season's done and you just kind of are you going to maybe just step back a little bit from football and just kind of recharge and take a step back?
Well, I guess, but I'm going to start doing wrestling now, actually, because that'll get me a lot stronger for football, and it'll just get me better with my hands and my body placement in general. And I'll be wrestling at 285. I'll be up there with the big guys with those wannabe linemen. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
You wait,
Mhm.
am I mistaken? You also do track and field, don't you?
Yes, sir. Mhm.
Shot is it shot put or discus?
Discus is
Discus,
my big one. Hmm.
discus. Yeah, that's right. 'Cause I remember you posting videos now.
Hmm.
Throwing it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Kid is nice. I'm just yeah, he's nice
Thanks.
with doing discus, man. So hey, listen, Trey. I know I said this before, man, but I want to reiterate, man. We are really really proud of you.
Thanks.
Your progression has been nothing short of amazing and a true testament to what hard work and dedication can
Mm-hmm.
get you. And if you just don't give up and if you keep striving to be better, your story should really be an inspiration to a lot of players out there who are trying to get to the next level. And again, your family has been so kind to us. You have been so kind to us by giving us your time, and we appreciate that, man. And listen, whenever you're ready to make that announcement, man, holla at us,
I got you.
and we'll definitely be there, man. So thank you so much for coming through, man. And
Thank you so much.
oh no, man, anytime
Mhm.
you guys are welcome on this show. You and your father, any day of the week, anytime you want to come on the show, the door's open, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Trey, guys, man, thanks so much for coming through.